What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got Shedeur Sanders responding to Coach Jay Norvell, who took a shot at his grandmother, Coach Prime's mom, by saying that his mom raised him to take off his shades and hat when he's talking to people. Although there's been some pictures coming up showing Jay Norvell talking to people with his hat on. So, yeah, he just said that out of emotion and everything, and people were calling him out for it. You know, they're saying that that was unnecessary, and it doesn't even match the tone that he took earlier this week when he addressed the media. Well, Coach Prime's son, star quarterback Shedeur Sanders, addressed Coach Norvell today on ESPN First Take, and Ryan Clark went in for a second time. Check it out.
When you see opposing coaches take shots at your dad, and I know the relationship that you have with your dad, but it's also a slight on your team. Mm-hmm. When you hear them say that, what's going through your mind?
I mean, at first, I'm not really on social media during the week.
Right.
So then I find out, like, word of mouth, and somebody showed me the video. But it's like, you got to be a fool to do that. You got to be a fool to do that. You got his son playing quarterback and his other son playing safety. So it's like, come on now, you asking for it.
So you looking to drop another 4-5 on him, huh?
Nah, it's just extra motivation.
Extra motivation.
That's what it is. Like, during the week we have a great approach to the game. But then when you make it like overly personal, like we respect the team, respect the opposing players. But now whenever you make it that, then it's all respect gone. And that's what it is.
I'm gonna throw this. It's extremely childish, right? Because what Jay Norvell thought was that was cute. He thought he said it in the morning or he said it at another time. Now let me bring it up again in front of my home media, in front of the people who know me best. And all of those folks of the media start clapping. Why are you clapping? That's not something you want a leader of men to do. And then every time you see Deion where he's talking about his team and he's talking about his players, this isn't a all-black locker room. This is a locker room of young men that have now got an opportunity to learn from Deion, now got an opportunity to grow close to Deion, now got an opportunity to get a relationship with Deion, his coaching staff, and his support staff. He's built up a team that was 1-11 and now has both Fox and ESPN there to bring his game on. They're not there for Colorado State. And the other thing that Dez said was it brought up his insecurities. It brought up his jealousy. I believe we're seeing that from a lot of coaches because what Jay Norvell should be worried about is how Washington State scored 50 points on his team. Jay Norvell should be worried about the fact that he got beat by 26. But instead, a grown adult man has resorted to your mama jokes. And I believe that it's sad, but it reeks of the fact that Deion Sanders is so accomplished, so successful, so popular in every walk of life. And now these men who believed he couldn't coach, believe he couldn't do it, are astonished that he can, and they can't talk about his team, so they talk about the man.
I think it just continues to boggle the mind that Coach Prime receives all of this vitriol from people that he's not even spewing it towards or at or not even directly affecting. Some of these people have no history with Prime. And I think, man, only thing I can think of is that they're just jealous of the magnetism and the recruiting ability that he has and what they know he's going to build really fast. And everybody feels like in their mind, 4 or 5 years from now, they're playing for second place. That's the only way I could look at it. I hadn't heard the Georgia Bulldogs say anything yet. Not saying they haven't, but I haven't heard anything from them because they're focused on what they can control. And Nick Saban's so busy looking at Deion Sanders, they done got passed up by Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what you can control, man. In the case of Colorado State, be happy that you're a part of this game that's going to get all of these views and break all of these records for television. Just be happy that you are able to play them under Coach Prime's watch, because you could use that as a recruiting tool yourself. No, you can't get who Coach Prime's going to get, but for some really decent recruits that may not be on Prime's radar, you could say, look, We got our rivalry game with Colorado every year. So recruits at that level, that may give you the edge over people you're competing against, you know. And so I feel like people don't make the most of their opportunities sometimes. Like it's turned into, what can I say about Coach Prime to get the biggest reaction out of everybody? And I don't think that's a great idea. More so, and not even just on the field. You know, Coach Prime, he's going to be in position to where, you know, you may need him one day. Colorado State, you might not be a lifer there if y'all don't have some really good seasons. So you may need a job, you know. You may need a job. And right now, they can't even pay him what he's worth, honestly. But I'm saying, like, some of the guys that he coached against in the SWAC, remember he brought some of them along? Well, I think one of them ended up getting another job, but he was going to bring one of the guys that had a losing record from the conference that he was in, you know, because he had a good relationship with him. And it don't mean you got to kiss butt while y'all competing. That's not what I'm saying at all. But show some respect, man. Coach Prime can extend an olive branch to someone who, you know, competes, but shows respect at the same time. Because you want your guys to be respectful that you bring along with you. And Jay Norvell, he could have been one of those guys, especially Prime talked great about his character prior to this, but he just wanted to jump out the window. And I always think that's crazy. Like, why would you just jump out the window for no reason? You know, you have no history with this man, but now you made it this. This is what you want to attach your name to it. You can have some rivalry talk and still be respectful. But bringing his mom into it, you know, that's a hard pass for me. Some people saying that this is overblown, but I feel like that's a hard pass because, you know, you just don't do that. You just don't do that, man. But shoot, let me know what you guys think in the comments about all this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.